Our last topic of power sharing is forms of power sharing. There are 4 forms of power sharing. One by one we will go through that. The first one is among different organs of the government. The very basic of social science, you go in the civics, the different organs of the government. I have written here also: legislative, executive and judiciary. These are the 3 organs of the government: legislative, executive, judiciary. Framing of laws done in legislative, execution of laws done in executives, and judiciary, it will look after the proper implementation of the laws. Okay. Now, it is also known as horizontal distribution of power. In the question paper in the boards, sometime it is separately asked in 3-number question: horizontal distribution of power. Then you have to explain it, because you will explain the working of these 3 organs. All these 3 organs have different areas and their specific powers. They all are equivalent to each other. जो सिर्फ समझने की बात है यहाँ पर वो ये है, each and every organ have their specific work and powers. Okay. Legislatives have different area of working and different powers, executives have different, and judiciary have different, and they all are equivalent to each other. No one is bigger, no one is small. Understood? Now we come to the second one. Among government at different levels. गवर्नमेंट के डिफरेंट लेवल्स पर, यहां लेवल्स की बात हो रही है. वी आर हैविंग लोकल, स्टेट एंड सेंट्रल. गवर्नमेंट के डिफरेंट लेवल्स हुए. दीज आर द डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट: लोकल, स्टेट एंड सेंट्रल. द थिंग विल कम टू द लोकल, देन स्टेट एंड देन टू द सेंट्रल. द टॉप अथॉरिटी इज सेंट्रल, देन स्टेट एंड देन द local. It is also known as vertical distribution of power. Again, it is separately asked question: vertical distribution of power. Here, subordination type of thing is there. Subordination means the one is at the top, then the other one follow the order of them. They are having separate areas of working and some powers also, but they are answerable to the central at the last. That's why it is called vertical distribution of power. Understood? Third one is among different social groups. Among different social groups, here we can say, in the different social groups we can take caste groups, okay, language groups, ethnic groups, etc. They all comes under the social groups. Different caste groups are there. They are asking for their benefits, the reservation and all type of things you will go through for their benefits in the society, to come in front in the society for the development. Then we have the language. All the language peoples want that their language should be treated equally in the society. They should get some preferences by the government. Then ethnic means culturally, है ना, all culture should be respected and treated equally in the society. So these among different social groups. And the last one is political parties, pressure groups and movements control those in power. After election, our government comes into power, that is majority. They took the charge of whole country for next 5 years, but who will look after that government functioning? Then this form of power sharing comes into action. Opposition government, political parties, opposition government, which is very much necessary for a good democracy, to cross check the policies, decisions made by the acting government. Then we have the pressure groups. Pressure groups means you will see that there are different types of trade unions, transport union. They act as a pressure group. Whenever they think that they are neglected by the government, they are not given such services what they want, then they put pressure on the government by strikes, movements. Understood? And then movements, you all know, the one of the best movement which we have seen or you have heard is Anna Hazare's movement on Lokpal Way. You all have heard. From that we have got a very good personality out of that. That is Arvind Kejriwal, who is currently the CM of Delhi. Okay. So the movements are also very necessary. It is a mass agitation. Movement means mass agitation of the people against the functioning of the government or for the demand of their from the government. So this is up with this chapter. No question will come out of from these topics what I had given. You have to go through, you have to differentiate between the first and the second one, that is horizontal distribution of power and vertical distribution of power. Okay. Read the chapter thoroughly. Underline those lines which you think that can come in 1 number question. And a specific note, you should go through the images also, because in the current scenario of the paper, the images are also there and MCQs can be asked what that image is depicting, what it is showing, what it is telling. Understood? If you have any problem, you can go to the comment box of my YouTube channel and ask the relevant question, okay, or query you are having. Thank you. Have a good day.